Welcome. My name is Brandon Kish. I'm an MIT certified cybersecurity professional and business manager with Genuine Parts Company. Today we're taking a few minutes to look at the Equifax data breach of 2017. We'll talk about what happened, why it happened, and what we can do to prevent it from happening to our organization. As many of you already know, in 2017, hackers were able to access and exfiltrate the personal financial data of more than 160 million people from Equifax servers by exploiting a vulnerability in the Apache Struts framework. The vulnerability, labeled CVE 20175638, left the organization susceptible to cross-site scripting attacks, which allowed hackers to gain access, then escalate their privilege and move laterally through the system. There, they located the customer's private data, broke the data down into smaller packets, and encrypted and exfiltrated the data without being detected. But how does this happen? Well, as it turns out, the incident was avoidable. Equifax was the victim of their own failings. Equifax possessed outdated infrastructure and practiced poor segmentation techniques. Additionally, an Apache Strut security patch was made available when the vulnerability was disclosed. However, Equifax failed to install it. Equifax also failed to renew a data encryption certificate, leading to unimpeded unauthorized access for months. To further complicate matters, after discovering the breach, Equifax still allowed executives to sell $1.8 million in stocks before disclosing the breach to the public, then failed to provide adequate support and consistent information to the victims. These issues speak to bigger failures. Policy failures, identity and access management failures, risk assessment failures, education and awareness failures, compliance failures, and incident response failures. These failures ultimately cost Equifax more than $700 million in fines and settlements. So, what does this mean for us? We can view this as an opportunity to learn from their mistakes. We begin with implementation of a strong cybersecurity framework. The NIST Cybersecurity Framework offers a guide through its 5 key functions: identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. We develop a strong cybersecurity policy with accountability structures and procedural guidelines based on best practices and regulations. We adopt defense in-depth strategies to provide a layered approach to defensive security. We embrace the principle of least privilege. We stay ahead of hackers through offensive security techniques like ethical hacking and red team, blue team exercises. We implement a well-planned incident response program. And most importantly, we must educate our employees and monitor compliance. Cybersecurity breaches are almost always traced to human action or lack thereof. Paying special attention to the human element is imperative. The bottom line is, data breach incidents are extremely expensive, and the resulting reputational damage can last for years. However, we can take actions to reduce the likelihood of this ever happening to us, and actions to mitigate the damage if it does.